Well, I was just about to start watching a police chase, and then this happened. This just happened about an hour ago. This is Cyraxx, aka Chance Wilkins, aka the Goblin of Akron, Ohio. And I've not done any videos on him. There's lots of content on this guy out there, and he is one vile piece of crap. And he is narcissistic, he is evil, he is everything that is wrong with humanity, if I'm being honest. But I don't have any time to really get into the nitty gritty details with that rabbit hole. You can go out and look it up for yourself. There's plenty of content out there, hundreds of hours worth of this dude out there. If you're familiar with the YouTuber Turkey Tom, he did a documentary on him. That was a really good one if you want to just go through the summary as to what this dude is all about. Well, anyway, he got into this big blow up with his grandma, who he calls his mom. He calls her mom, but she's his grandma. Again, I don't have time to get into it, but he gets into a big fight with her because he's up there in his room with this microphone and he's singing to, I think it's Evanescence, the band, and he's not even lip syncing, he's just singing along to it. He calls it I think he calls it his live shows or something like that, where he plays music really loud. It's usually in the middle of the night. His grandmother, his mother, she's elderly, and her boyfriend, who they've been together for, I think, the better part of a decade, he's elderly too. And they're trying to get some sleep in the next room, and he's up there in his room at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Again, this just happened. And he's singing really loud. He's got the music really loud, and his grandma comes up and opens the door and gets mad at him, says, "You need to turn down the music because we're trying to get some sleep." And he's like, "Well, I can't do that because I need to get a new radio, or I need to get new headphones or something like that." And he's like, "I can't do that until then." And then his mom's or grandma's, or I don't even know at this point, her boyfriend in the background starts yelling and all hell breaks loose. So the police have been called to this dude's house over 200 times. That is no exaggeration. They've literally been called over 200 times in recent years. Not just between them, but also because this guy Cyraxx is relentlessly trolled. He has been relentlessly trolled for like 8 years at this point. He makes that abundantly clear that he's been getting trolled for like 8 years. So cops get called all the time because he's overly paranoid. And yeah, it's a wonderful rabbit hole if you've got a shitload of time that you want to waste on this dude. But anyway, I'll go ahead and play this. Yeah, let me just get into this. This is absolutely crazy. What? All right, I'm going to crank up the volume.
Hang on, 1 second. What?
Put it down.
That's his grandma.
You wouldn't answer me.
You can't just call my phone.
No, I can't. No, I can't. It doesn't work that way.
I think he said, "Can you just go on your phone?" I think that's what he asked her. Like if she could just listen to like headphones or something, or if she can just play on her phone while he's doing this quote unquote rock concert from his bedroom. And she's like, "No, it doesn't work that way. In other words, I'm trying to get some damn sleep while you're up here playing music loud as hell."
It doesn't work. I got text now.
Well, I don't have it.
You know you can call from your regular phone.
Oh, shit.
Mom, you can use your regular phone to call me on text now.
You never told me that.
Yeah. I thought
You didn't hear it on your phone anyway. That thing's a lot of your ears. Just turn it down.
I kind of have to have it up for what I'm doing. I don't really have a choice.
Yeah, you
He said, "I kind of have to have it up right now with what I'm doing up here. I don't have a choice."
do have a choice.
No, I don't. Not until I
Said
get
you
a
do
new
have a
setup, I don't.
Keep it down.
Mom, I don't have a choice. I have to have it up in order to do what I'm doing.
Then I will disconnect the goddamn thing. I'm tired of this.
She said, "Fine, then I'll disconnect the gosh darn internet then." And she's done that before. We don't really know what happens inside the house when she disconnects the internet because obviously it cuts the live feed, so we don't really know what happens. They've probably blown up at each other before. They haven't blown up at each other yet, but this is kind of out of Sally's character right offhand. She's not usually as short and stern with them. Like, she'll come up there and she'll tell him to turn the music down, then she'll just shut the door right behind her, and of course he never does. But this time, it's a little different. I think she's kind of at her wit's end tonight.
Bullshit.
So what
She
you're
usually
saying,
doesn't
you want
cuss
me
that
to,
much either. Uh-oh. There's Ed.
So basically, you're wanting me to
There's
stop
Ed.
everything I'm fucking doing.
No,
Mr.
you don't
Kirk
have to
30
that
Ed.
loud.
Well, like I said, I don't have a fucking...
Whatever.
Sounds like he's going downstairs.
You guys really don't get it. I don't have a fucking choice but to have it up. Until I have a... You don't have to hear it down there. Wait, no, I don't have a fucking...
He said, we don't have to hear it down here. That's what Ed just yelled. He's pretty hard to understand. He's I don't know, he's Ed. That's about all I could say.
choice right now. I wish I
He said, take it outside. And then Cyraxx says, I wish I could take it out.
could have played this. And besides, you need to stop your fucking yelling. Otherwise, you're in. Why?
Uh-oh.
I do give her fucking
Yeah, he said, you need to give your mother some fucking respect.
respect. Whatever, asshole. I do give her fucking
Just stop
respect.
it right now.
Hey!
Dude, I have never heard Sally raise her voice to him that loud before. Just stop it right now. Like, I've never heard her do that before. In the years that this insanity has been going on, that's the first time this has happened. But you can hear, when she yells that, you can hear some shuffling happening, and I believe that is Cyraxx throwing something at Ed. Because right after he does that, he says, that's what you get, and he says it twice. And then he starts backpedaling from that point on, yelling at Ed to stop using violence. You got to stop using violence in this house. Stop using violence around me. That's the stupid game that Cyraxx plays. He's fucking vile, man.
Asshole. I do give her
Just
fucking
stop
respect.
it right now.
Hey! That's what you get, asshole.
Get upstairs.
That's what
Ooh.
you get.
Maybe.
Knock it off, asshole, now.
You know what? I think I just heard Ed say, is that what you just threw at me? I think he might have actually said that. That might be important if the cops are going to get called, because they're probably getting called tonight.
Maybe.
I think he said
Knock
that.
it off, asshole, now.
Get upstairs.
Go ahead, swing on
Get
it.
upstairs.
Go ahead, I'll
Get
knock you out.
upstairs.
Swing on it, I'll knock you
You
out.
want me to call cops right now?
They ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, they will.
Like what?
Cyraxx said they won't do nothing, as the dog is yapping freaking bloody murder.
Go ahead. Do it. Do it.
Can't
I
get
am
upstairs. No.
You need to knock your shit
Can't
off.
you?
Violence ain't the answer, now knock it off.
You're not gonna get hurt no more. Now stop it. Stop it.
Punk ass bitch.
Stop it.
Obviously
Do that.
throwing
What did
stuff.
you just break? What did you just break?
Nothing, he fucking threw something at me. I'm gonna go work you. Go ahead. I have
Ed said, I'll throw more at you. Cyraxx absolutely threw the first item, whatever it was. He definitely threw something first. And if he put a mark on Ed, all Ed has to do is pick up the phone and call the cops and show them, look, this little tiny little red mark I got on my arm, he did that to me. Because I believe that Ed and Sally, I believe they're both over 65 years old, so he could be nailed with a felony for elder abuse if the cops get called tonight and if you put a single mark on Ed. Again, if you're familiar with this whole rabbit hole, then you're praying that happens tonight. Probably won't, but I don't know, man. We could only hope for the best.
a right to fight back, you piece of
Baby,
shit.
please.
Knock it off with the violence, you punk ass.
Baby.
Violence ain't the answer. Fuck you. Fuck you too, bitch boy.
Get out of here, kid. Now.
She said, get out of here.
You need to stop with the violence, Ed.
I think she means get out of the house.
Violence.
Oh, God damn it. Stop it, you two. Stop it.
Stop fucking using violence.
Woo!
That's the answer.
Crazy.
You need to stop with the violent shit.
Stop it. Stop
And you
it.
know shit's getting rough because you hear the dog barking like crazy.
Just get upstairs.
Do it again, I'm calling.
Get upstairs.
You do it again, I'm calling the cops on you.
Get your ass upstairs now.
Don't you bother. I'll call the cops on you if you fucking swing.
Go ahead.
I ain't doing shit to either of you.
Liar.
They need to stop with the goddamn violence. It ain't always the answer.
Sally said, liar. He said, I didn't do shit to either of you. And Sally said, liar. Uh-oh.
I'm tired of you fucking thinking violence is the answer, motherfucker. I'm tired of you.
Just go upstairs, please.
Stop fighting words with violence. You need to stop using violence,
Well, quit
motherfucker.
goddamn getting him upset.
He needs to stop using violence.
I said get your ass upstairs.
And you need to stop supporting it. By you defending your
Get
support.
upstairs.
Then stop supporting his
I
violence.
said get upstairs.
Stop supporting his violence.
You're the one that's violent.
No, I'm not. I ain't doing shit to
Ooh, Sally said you're the one that's being violent. Oh, this is just fantastic.
you. Oh, really? I'm not the one that threw something. Fuck you. Fuck you. I did not do shit to you. You threw something at me first. I didn't do shit to you. You need to stop thinking violence is the answer. You know, Mom, you can defend that piece of shit all you want. I'm packing my shit up and I'm leaving. I'm tired of you.
He's not leaving. He's got nowhere to go. He literally has nowhere to go. His sister can't stand him. I think that's the only sibling he's got. His aunt, I think he has an aunt that lives in Akron. She can't stand him either. And he has a former stepdad who lives in Florida. And yeah, he went down and visited him for a week. It was a disaster. He ended up getting kicked out of there and he had to go back up to Akron. And I don't think he's left Akron ever since. And that was years ago. And he never, ever, ever leaves the house. Never leaves the house. He's been inside. I think the last time he left the house was when he went to court because he hit somebody with a baseball bat and he got arrested for it. It was the second time he's ever been arrested. And that was, I believe it was last July. Could have possibly been the July before last, actually, but I think it was last July. But actually, matter of fact, memories coming back that March, I think it was March 3rd of 2024, he got into a fight with Music Biz Marty. So that could have been the last time he might have been outside.
You using violence on me, bitch.
But he literally has nowhere to go.
You need to stop using violence all the time. Then stop using violence. It's not the answer. You need to stop defending that piece of shit, Mom.
Go upstairs now.
So my theory is the reason he keeps screaming to not use violence is because in his tiny little brain, he forgot and suddenly realized that his live stream is still happening. The camera's still rolling. The internet's watching. And then it clicked with him that, oh shit, you know, I actually threw the first item at him. So now I have to backpedal the entire time by constantly saying, don't use violence against me. Stop using violence against me. Don't be using violence, Ed. And I think that's probably why he keeps repeatedly saying that, because that's what he does. That's in his character. Whenever he reaches out on the internet and he starts talking to minors, because he's definitely guilty of doing that, then he'll start backpedaling and, you know, just trying to walk things back and say, no, I didn't do that. No, that's something you would do because, you know, you're the one that brought that up in the first place. Yeah, that's just some of the stupid games he plays.
And you're a pussy ass bitch.
Stop it.
See, there you go, trying to use violence.
No.
You need to stop. I'm tired of you using goddamn violence.
He's such a scumbag.
You need to stop using violence, man. That ain't the fucking answer. Come on. Come on, you motherfucker. You really want to lay
Ed
you
has
out?
fucking had it.
You really want to lay you out?
Okay, both of you stop. Both of you stop.
Mom, you don't deserve this shit, Mom. You fucking deserve it. Stop using violence. See what I mean, Mom? You're defending a violent piece of
I
shit.
am splitting you both up.
He's using violence in your
Go
defense.
upstairs so I can embarrass you.
And you know what? I don't feel bad for Sally at all. She's enabled all of this. She put herself in the middle of this. She should have kicked Cyraxx out of this house so many years ago. And she keeps enabling him. He will not get a job. This dude's like, I think he's 34 or 35 years old. He was in high school till he was like 21 years old. He was stuck in high school for like 9 years. And he refuses to get a job. He keeps saying that he can't get a job because of all the trolls. If he gets a job somewhere, then the trolls are going to call up at his work and they're going to get him fired, which may be partially true, but there's been job opportunities that were handed over to him and he never took them. Like the most recent one that I'm aware of was somebody wanted to hire him to paint the exterior of houses. It's like, dude, if you work for a painting crew, no trolls are going to call and try to get you fired. I mean, that's not the kind of job where that's going to end up happening. But he just will not get a job. The only job he ever had was dragging scrap metal across town. That was it.
Go on. for?
Tell that asshole to stop. No, you're fucking defending a violent piece of shit.
No, I am not.
Oh, yes, you are, Mom. Don't fucking lie to my face. You are defending a violent piece of shit. That doesn't mean you gotta use violence, asshole.
Yeah, you said you won't listen to your mother. Cyraxx is very clearly the one that's just, he's the root of all of this right now. Nope, Ed has every right to blow up at him. I mean, Ed, I'm still pretty sure he's still employed. He still works. So he's paying half the bills. Cyraxx is paying $0. And Ed and Sally, they're paying for everything. And yeah, absolutely
Just
No,
go.
Mom,
Unbelievable.
I'm tired of the violence. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of you thinking violence is the answer. You want to
Hey, don't do that. Give that to me. Give it to me.
You get telling me to stop using violence. I am sick of it with him. And you wonder why I want to disown all y'all and leave. It's because you're defending a violent.
Disown me.
You're defending a
She said,
violent
"Good,
piece
disown
of
me."
shit.
No, you.
Yes, you are, Mom. He uses violence every time, and I'm sick of it. Then stop using violence.
Stop yelling. Get upstairs. Now.
And you need to curb that goddamn temperament.
Get upstairs before I knock you out now.
Then
Ooh.
I want you.
She said, get out before I knock, or get up there before I knock you out. Get back up there to your attic, Cyraxx, you goblin.
Mom.
Return to the
I'm
attic.
tired of him thinking
You want me to so you can put me in jail?
All right, what are you gonna do? Put me in the ground? I don't think so, asshole. I'll
Oh,
carry
get upstairs, Chance.
Such a drama
I'm
queen.
sick of you defending a violent piece of shit. You need to stop using violence, goddammit. That ain't the fucking answer. When are you gonna shut the fuck up and learn, asshole? You need to stop with the violence.
Baby, no. Baby, no.
You need to start listening to her.
And you need to shut the fuck up.
You make me.
Yeah, I will.
Come on. Come on.
Asshole.
Come on.
You need to stop with the goddamn...
Damn it, both of you, stop!
Obviously, Cyraxx is throwing more stuff. Sally just said, go call the cops.
Either you call the cops on him for being violent, or I'm leaving.
I am not going.
You need to learn to curb your goddamn violent shit.
You need to listen to her.
Violence ain't the answer. When are you gonna learn
Okay,
that?
okay, violence isn't the answer. Stop now, go upstairs so he doesn't have to be violent.
Wait, no. He needs to fucking
Stop
talk now.
yelling.
No, I'm sick of his violent bullshit.
I'm sick of your bullshit.
You need to stop getting violent, asshole. That ain't the fucking answer.
You need to start listening.
You need to shut up and quit the violent crap.
Come on.
Baby, don't start.
No, Mom, get out of the way.
Don't start.
No.
No!
Get out of the way. I
No!
don't want to fight you.
No!
Get out of the
You're
way.
gonna fight somebody that's been hurt.
He's saying, Mom, get out of my way so I can fight him. I think he said that twice. Get out of my way. Get out of my way.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I
You're
do.
the
Dude, Ed might be elderly, but Ed would he would snap him like a twig. He would whoop the shit out of Cyraxx if they actually got into it. I mean, this dude's like 5'0". He weighs like 85 pounds, and I'm not exaggerating.
pussy now.
No, he wants to start with me. I'll show him what a real man is.
Oh, come on. Baby, call the cops.
No.
Oh, she just said, baby, call the cops.
Don't call the fucking cops.
Say shut up and get upstairs.
Then quit defending a bitch like him. He's a coward for doing that. You're a coward.
You are too.
Oh, bullshit. At least I don't resort to violence like you do.
You need to start listening to her.
You need to stop being violent every time she gets out of hand. Make me, bitch.
Every time I get out of hand,
Fucking make me.
Hold on, I'm going to go back and hear that again. Every time that mom gets out of hand.
Don't call the fucking cops.
say shut up and get upstairs.
Said don't
Quit
call.
defending a bitch like him. He's a coward for doing that. You're a coward.
You are too.
Oh, bullshit.
You are
At
too.
least I don't resort to violence like you do.
You need to start listening to her.
You need to stop being violent every time she gets out of hand. Make me, bitch.
Every time I get out of hand,
Every time she gets out of
Shut
hand.
up,
She's like,
bitch.
every time I get out of hand?
I am sick of your violence, Ed.
Tell her you too.
Oh, go fuck yourself, you violent pig.
see?
Dad, I'm tired of this.
And I'm tired tired of your violence. You need to cut the violence out before I correct you. Why don't you come here and fucking put me out then, asshole?
He's not going to do that.
And that right there, what Sally just said, that I think is why he's not going to get kicked out. Because she said that, like, that's not going to happen, or I'm not going to do that. I think she said, I'm not going to do that.
Asshole.
He's not going to do that.
Yeah, something
Well,
like that.
he's the one always getting violent. He needs to knock it off. Yo, stop fucking at it with him.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
The one that needs to shut his mouth is him. Why don't you come make me shut my mouth, that piece of shit? I'm sick of your violence. You need to stop with violence is the answer, man. I'm sick of it with you.
Again, the reason he keeps saying violence is because Cyraxx was the one who threw the first quote-unquote blow, as in he threw something at Ed first, because we very clearly heard him say, that's what you get, and that's exactly when everything immediately blew up, when Cyraxx threw something at him, and now he's trying to backpedal for the rest of this entire argument by saying, you're being violent, when it was Cyraxx who was violent first.
One of these days, I swear to God, I'm gonna knock you out.
Stop being violent, Cyraxx.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you being violent?
You sound real fucking tough. And I'm tired of you being violent.
Please stop.
No, Mom. You need to fucking leave that piece of shit.
I am not leaving you.
So you rather fucking
She said, I am not leaving him.
defend a violent piece of shit like him that gets violent whenever I'm not doing nothing to you. You don't deserve that, Mom. You deserve better. And you need to fucking listen to what I say when I say violence ain't the answer. Why do you always think violence is the answer? Why? Why?
Go back upstairs.
No, I want to know why he thinks violence is the answer.
Go upstairs.
No, Mom, I want to know why.
Go ask somebody else.
I want answers from this motherfucker.
Go ask somebody else.
No, I want answers from him.
Go ask somebody else.
Part of this shit.
You know, you can defend that piece of shit all you want, but if you call the cops on me, I swear to God I'll disown both you and him, and I'll find somewhere else to live, because I'm tired of every time shit going down, he gets violent.
There is literally nowhere for him to go. Absolutely nowhere at all. There's not a single place for him to go.
Wow.
Even his school friends from like way back in the day, even they don't talk to him anymore.
Wow.
All right, here comes the goblin. Take one last look. Scumbag. All right, well, that was that. So I guess we'll find out if the cops end up getting called or not getting called. I don't know. But yeah, that was pretty intense. That was not on my Friday night bingo card. I did not expect that happening at all. And that might have been that was definitely the biggest blow up between him, his grandma, and his grandma's boyfriend. And they've all been at this house for, I think it's been over 10 years at this point. They've been in this house, and they've had fights before. And Cyraxx actually got arrested, I think it was in 2012, for strangling, obviously not to death, but he strangled his grandmother, or he choked her, or whatever. And he got arrested for it. And I could be mistaken, but I think the charges might have been dropped or something, but maybe not, because it is still on his record. I just don't think he got like convicted for something. But yeah, that did happen. And so, you know, like when she, on rare occasions, she'll cut off the internet when he refuses to listen to her, because he blows up all the time, especially when it comes to the trolls on the internet. He blows up like that a lot when it comes to the people on the internet fucking with him. But when it comes to his grandma or Ed, I don't think I've ever heard him blow up to that degree. I mean, I've heard him raise his voice at him, but not to that extent. And that might have happened maybe every time that Sally cuts off the internet, when she tells him to turn the music down or stop yelling or stop arguing. most of the time it's when he gets into a fight with a troll on the internet and he's screaming his ass off at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And Sally will open up the door and tell him to knock it off. And he's like, no, this piece of shit keeps fucking with me. And she said, okay, then I'm cutting off the internet. And he's like, no, Ma, don't cut off the internet. And she usually won't, but sometimes she will. It's happened before. But we don't know how angry he gets once she cuts it off because we don't have access to his room anymore because the internet's cut off. But anyway, yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know. If something ends up happening tomorrow, maybe I'll make another quick video just to maybe tie up that loose end to find out exactly what ended up happening. If I were to guess, if I were to put a bet on it, I think the cops are getting called tonight. That's just my guess, but there's still a pretty good chance that they won't. I guess it's all in Ed's hands, to be honest. I mean, I know Ed can't stand him, and I don't know how badly he really wants him out of the house. I know he wants him out of the house, but he knows that Sally doesn't want him out of the house because she knows he has nowhere to go, and he will flatly refuse to get a job. So, I mean, I just hope they do get called because, I mean, I'm not saying that Cyraxx would be capable of any extreme level of violence, but there are examples on the internet of people, and I can give one name, Grant Amato. If you look him up, he lived in Florida, and his dad gave him an ultimatum because he blew through like $200,000 of his dad's money, spending it on freaking camera models, like these like OnlyFans chicks, just giving him shitloads of donations. And his dad ended up kicking him out of the house, and he ended up deleting his entire family when that happened because he was so freaked out about the idea that he would have to actually go out and live on his own. So, I mean, Cyraxx's story in a roundabout way kind of rhymes with that, except without the whole money thing because none of them have any money. So, I don't know. I hope the cops do get called just because you just really never know what somebody's capable of, especially when they're backed into a corner such as Cyraxx, never having a job, outright refusing to get a job, and he has absolutely nobody to turn to. Not a single human being will take him in because he acts like this all the time. If you let Cyraxx stay with you for a week, he's going to unpack all of his shit. He's going to put his computer up in the corner. He's going to put that microphone up, and he's going to be screaming into this microphone at 2 o'clock in the morning with blaring ass loud music. And he will not give a shit. He won't. That is the character that he is. That's just how he behaves. So anyway, yeah, I guess that's it for now. Hopefully we'll hear something tomorrow, but I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for watching. See you later.